Hello, hello. I know it's been a while since I've last streamed Password, but here we are, finally. Wait, I keep forgetting whether or not I've unmuted myself. We're all good. Hello. So, welcome back into Password. I would assume the last save file was this one, I think. I'm surprised that it's been that long until before Tyson does anything, because obviously the next death involves Tyson. I'm surprised that he hasn't gone fully feral yet, but I guess we'll see. So when I opened the door, I watched Thanatos scurry away into the darkness and out of sight. I wondered where he disappeared to, or how he managed to slip away, but by the time I thought to ask, he was long gone. As I climbed the stairs and stepped out into the foyer, Roswell was sitting on the stairs, seemingly waiting for something. Oh, hey Roswell. What are you doing? Waiting for you? Me? Why me? The rat? Ah, right. I put him somewhere safe. Don't worry. Uh-huh. Is everything okay? Yeah, everything's fine, or fine enough anyway. Well, good. What is going on? We looked at each other for a bit, me trying to figure it out if Roswell was trying to figure something out and maybe he was doing the same to me. So, you were waiting for me because of the rat? Well, yeah. Did he bite you at all? No. Did anything happen? You were gone a while. I got distracted down in the basement, the vault and stuff, you know. But does that rat bother you at all? Anything seems strange about it? Maybe. I haven't met a lot of rats before. No rat is meant to be that heavy, Dave. Maybe he just eats a lot. Yeah. Don't act dumb, Dave. That rat was way heavier than just an animal that had just eaten something. Well, what do you think it means then? That he's that heavy? Oh, well, that's something I was hoping to find out from you, really. I have a guess, but is he really going to guess out that Thanatos is just like an AI or whatever? What's your guess? Well, it's not a rat for What the frick? I feel like Roswell knows already. But you saw him. He's a rat, isn't he? He looks like a rat. Who's to say he's not a polymorph tanuki or a glabbered fox or even a unicorn? Okay, no, he's going further now. Okay, no, you're getting a bit too far-fetched. You've lost me. The whole idea was the whole idea that was that what we see isn't exactly what's true, right? So what if he's not a rat at all and just choosing to look like one? You're making it sound like he has the ability to choose things and think. And who's to say he can't? Fact is, that rat is suspicious. To me, anyway. So, what did you want me to do about it? Be careful? Well, obviously, but I watched as he looked over to the way towards the basement, thinking things over. I might just go have a look and see what I can find out. It's a new thing to come up since everything started happening. Oh, alright. Good luck, I guess? He might still be in the basement where I let him go. Alright. One last thing, have you seen Dean at all today? Since breakfast, I mean? Why? Just wanted to go looking for him. I think I saw Dean heading outside to the backyard. I don't know where he would have gone from there, but that's the last that's the last I saw of him. Alright, thanks. Let me know how your investigation into the rat goes. Oh, don't worry, I will. Assuming I can find him. Wish me luck. Hopping off the stairs, he wandered toward the basement and disappeared out of sight. Heading down the stairs. Why the heck I pronounce it as heating? There was no reason for me to... whatever. Once he was gone, I wandered over to the backyard in search of Dean. Dean? I'd made my way quickly over to the greenhouse, closing the door behind me and breathing out as my heart rate leveled out again. Dean, are you in here? Dave? Pleasant surprise seeing you here. Yeah, just came to see what you were doing. Just tending to a couple of things. Was actually going to try whiteling? Something for you, given it's been a while. You were what? Whittle, woodcarve, you know. I've never heard that word before. Oh, neat. Everything alright? Yeah. That doesn't sound very convincing. He patted me firmly on the shoulder, and then promptly knocked me backwards into a bag of potting soil so I was sitting down. What the hell? So what's on your mind, handsome Orlando? Sorry, Dean, but the dragon is in my head. Just troubled about stuff, you know, the usual. That's not good. Whatever. Well, the usual. Sure, but there's just a lot going on. Hell, even Thanatos showed up again this morning. Who? Oh, the rat from yesterday. Oh, the robot one, right. Dean scratched his chin and sat down next to me, thinking it over. What did you want? Dunno, but Russell and Orlando showed up and then we moved him just so he wasn't in the kitchen. So he was hungry? But if he was a robot, he wouldn't want to eat anything. You never know. He might just want chips. My god. Is that like the same thing as a Protogen joke? Ah yes, Protogen eats RAM. Chips? Microchips? Not as good as RAM though. I gave Dean a half-hearted chuckle but then shrugged. I guess I'll ask him next time I see him. That's the spirit. He got up again, picking up a knife and a small piece of wood. As he joined me again on the bags of soil, he set the knife down nearby and started looking over the block of wood carefully. So, this is what you were going to be doing today? Well, hey, I have a deadline, don't I? For what? Tonight? Ah, right, the thing Orlando is helping you with, right? That's right. But you still don't have any chance, Dean, okay? My heart is still within the dragon. He nodded, setting the piece of wood down to face me properly, looking me over. Excited? For the thing tonight? Maybe a little. Only a little? Well, that's disappointing. No, I mean, I guess I'm curious about what's involved and what's going to happen, but I suppose I'm just keeping an open mind. I think that's not a bad way to look at it. After all, I could go terribly for all we know. At least we'll have a story to tell after. I hope so. Something nice would be, well, a nice change of pace. Well then, hopefully all goes well. Does that mean I should go find something else to do in the meantime? Like, if you're going to spend the time until then working on the I gestured at the wood beside him and got a quick series of nods. If you don't mind, yeah. Won't be much of a surprise if I don't get to finish it in time. Alright, that's fine. I suppose I can catch up with you later, right? Looking forward to it. Dean saw me out before I closed the door behind me so he could focus on his carving. The air was still fresh and crisp, and for a brief moment I forgot about how exposed I was out here. Immediately my eyes went to the trees, but I found myself staring beyond longer than normal. Not because I saw something, but maybe I was getting used to it again, slowly. It didn't make me hesitate in getting back inside. As I got back inside, I looked around, rocking backwards on my heels and not really sure what I was going to do now to fill in the time. Breathing in, I caught the scent of something coming from the kitchen, pleasant and roasty. Orlando? He seemed to be angrily peeling potatoes, doing a double take when he saw me peeking around the door. Dave? Am I interrupting something? Not at all. Come in. I still don't know if I get my Orlando voice consistent. I feel like every episode he's changed his voice, but I'm trying to be consistent. He set the peeler aside and wet potato he just finished into a bowl of water before wiping off his hands. What's up? Nothing really. Just spoke with Dean in the greenhouse and he's busy today. Looks like you're already busy too, huh? A little. Mostly just stuff for tonight. Right. Yeah, okay. I'll go see what the others are doing then. No, please stay. It'll be nice. Nice? Why nice? Gee, thanks. Wow. That's not what I meant. I mean more, aren't I going to be in the way? I can't exactly help with whatever it is you're making. What are you making anyway? Dinner. Lunch. I mean, well, my lunch. Well, it's not real. It's really more a snack at this point, I guess. Potatoes for lunch? I'll have you know, nothing cheers people up like fried potato. So fries. Croquettes, actually. Huh. Okay. Not gonna say bless you? No, not this time. Oh, okay. Cool, I guess. That is awkward. Very much so. The silence stretched out for a few moments before he picked up another potato and started peeling. I took that as my cue to take a seat. I just watched him for a bit quietly, but the longer he spent peeling the same potato, the more I realized most of it had ended up peeled in one ribbon, now coiled on the countertop. Orlando, you should stop peeling that. I think I know when... Oh. Why are you angry? I'm not angry. You looked angry when I walked in. Are you sure you're not angry? With a sigh, he dusted off his hands and rinsed his hands. I don't know. Maybe? Maybe I'm just... you know... No? Dave is oblivious. You need to clarify with Dave, because he's never going to understand. You need to be clear, because otherwise he's oblivious to everything. He gestured frantically in the air, giving me a look. You know, K-prop. Okay. That came out funny. Gay problems. Specifically gay problems? Or like, does it look like I know? I'm just here peeling potatoes like a chump, And just another sigh, and he clutched his head, slumping. Sorry, I feel so off my game today. Did you want to talk about it? I guess I'm just nervous about tonight. Hoping it'll go well and whatever. What have you got to be nervous about? This is just a nice thing, right? What if I screw it up? What if something happens and it causes you, it causes you? What? What the hell? Okay, and Dean just, causes you and Dean to just start fighting or not being into each other, or like, yeah, that's a bit too late for not being into each other. I'm into you, Orlando, and that's not gonna change, ever. But isn't that between me and Dean? True, but I want it to go well. I want you to be happy. I think I'm happy enough. Confused maybe, but I'm happy. It'll be nice. You can only say something will be nice so many times before you start sounding very unconvincing. What am I meant to say? I haven't been on a date like this before, so it's exciting, I guess? I don't really know what to expect, but like, it should be fun, right? Right! It'll be fun! Exactly, but I'd rather have my date with you, Orlando. Yeah. I watched as his smile faded and held onto mine, hoping it would be contagious. It wasn't. Bleh. You don't think it'll be fun? Well, it's work, right? I want to do a good job, do my best, all that good stuff. I think you're putting too much pressure on yourself, maybe. Like, it's not your date, right? I want it to be. No, I guess not. I watched as he transferred wet potatoes he'd peeled into a pot and shifted to work at the stove, setting them up to boil. You know, I figured I'd pull out all the stops for tonight, too. Well, that's exciting. Your food is great even when you aren't trying. So if this is, no. Wait. So if this is you putting in all the efforts, well... He nodded slowly, eyes fixated on the pot. Dug deep for some recipes that I'd saved on my phone. I figured I'd use a pocket ace to try and seal the deal. What? What deal? As in, I'm trying to get you late. Whoa, okay. Okay, Orlando. Jeez. That forward? Oh my god. Wow. He really doesn't want me to be with him. Jeez. What if I want to be late with you, Orlando? Oh my god. Oh. I chuckled, scratching my face, then neck. Then I started to feel a little hot under my fur. Do you think it'd go that far? That, you know, it'd be right to bed? If I do my job right, he probably won't keep his hands off of you after dinner. That doesn't sound right. You don't want Dean touching you all over? No, I want you touching me all over. Dragon. Not that part, the other. About you doing your job right. I mean it though. A lot is riding on this. To me anyway. I think maybe you should just relax a little. It'll be fine. I'll have a great time. Plus there's no sense in stressing yourself out over it if you're just going to, you know, not actually have fun with it. Yeah, okay. Sorry. I huffed, watching as he went back to focusing on the stove. Not that he seemed to acknowledge what sound I'd made or how I was feeling, but he looked no less troubled even after what I'd said. How long do you think you'll be... Wait, what? You'll be... before you're done making lunch? Not long, why? Wanna go play games after you're done? Or go and lay on the grass and just relax? You want to go outside? Maybe not too far from the door just in case. Or we could just... or we could go use the room upstairs that Haas likes. That sounds nice, actually. There isn't all that much left to do as prep work for tonight either. So I'm available. Yay! Then great. Just remind me to set an alarm so I can get what I need to go to do going for dinner. Plus, you could probably use some time to prepare. I mean, mentally maybe? Plus it wouldn't hurt to have a shower. Well, you're a hyena. You love your bath time. Any water, really. I just feel really happy in it. So hyenas are like crocodiles, huh? They like water? I didn't know that. I could only imagine what you'd have been like if we went to the beach. Maybe I'll go after this vacation. You know, if all works out. It'll do you some good, especially after this month. I nodded along, leaving it at knowing what Orlando had told me yesterday about his plans. While going overseas sounded nice, chances were that I wasn't going to be able to follow where he was going. I watched as he wandered around the kitchen, assembling things from the kitchen and working on his potato mixture through to when he was crumbling it and frying it in oil. The smell was greasy, but in the best of ways, that enticing scent that reminded me of junk food and the happy memories that came with that. When he'd finished and had then neatly on a plate, we went outside together. It was a little bit of a shame that the scent was fading in the open air, but the crispness of it was pleasant in its own way. Alright, this should be close enough to the door. Orlando sat down on the ground, groaning on his way down. Gesturing to the spot beside him, I joined him. Yeah. Here. I made way more than what I should be eating by myself anyway. Should be? Croquettes are good. Normally like with other things. And as a meal, but I could probably eat even everything here. That's a lot of potato, Orlando. Why did you even make this much? This belly didn't come from nowhere, Dave. Ooh, spicy. I like it. Can't you just talk about your problems instead? Rude. Also not as easy as you make it seem. After all, how long did it take for you to start talking about your troubles again? I chuckled, rocking back as Orlando offered me a croquette. Here, help me finish these. They were still warm, and I bit into the crisp yet pillowy snack. Flavors of potato and cheese filled my mouth and made me smile. I caught Orlando just watching me with a smile, and I flashed him one back, turning my head to the clouds. Weather is nice, huh? He snorted and then started to laugh, falling over while he tried to catch his breath. What's so funny? That's your icebreaker? Talking about the weather? What's wrong about the weather? It's nice, not too cold or hot, no rain. Screw you, Dave. Rain is good. Although I guess rain would be nice. Yeah. No, even outside is fine. I like rain, okay? Screw you. Yeah. I guess you're right. But still. Hey, What you have, wait, what would you have come out with then? Oh, don't know really. Maybe thinking about the nice things that we've done that I hold dear. Like? Any of them, really. I can't express enough just how great of a friend you are to me, that's all. I was smiling at him, still recovering from his laughter. He seemed to be happy, but what he said next gave me a lump in my throat from just how sad it made me feel. It's just a shame that after this vacation, it's all over, right? I didn't know if there was anything really appropriate for me to say to that or not, but my silence clued him in anyway. Sorry. In the time it had taken me to get down to what was left of my croquette, Orlando has coughed too, already looking at a third. Wow, he's hungry. I just feel so lost about what's going to happen. But you get that already, right? Yeah, I do. I just wish there was something we could do to just make that not happen. It's just... why do I need to choose sides? Why do I have to be forced into something I don't want to do that most people see as bad? Probably because, well... You can't comment on my father, it's fine. Well, he's just not a good person, right? Right. Which makes it harder knowing that I don't have a choice if I don't want to lose my family. They're the only ones I have, but... What about us? We could be your family if you want. You've got Sal already. That's sweet, but it's not the same. Not to me, anyway. But why not? It's worked for me and Tyson. Well, think about how long dragons live for. I don't know how long that is. Is it long? A hand went through his mane and another croquette was already disappearing between quick bites. Long enough. Much longer than probably we should live for. Maybe it's a reptilian thing? I don't really know. Wait, so how much longer are we talking? Are you going to be living until you're like 1,000,000 years old? It's not that bad, no. But it's a really long time. Okay, but how long? Let's put it this way. Imagine how old my dad would be and then, I don't know, multiply that by 5. At least. Oh, so he's going to live that long? No, that's how old he is now. What? Damn, okay. Oh wait, then how old are you? The same age as you, obviously. How is that obvious? Look, I'm just... Is today the day we get into dragon biology? Do we have to? Well, no, but you understand where I'm coming from, right? I might grow out my mane or lose a little bit of weight, but I'm probably going to look this way for a while. Please don't lose weight. You're fine as you are, okay? So you're not going to look all wrinkly and old? Eventually, maybe. Huh. I lay back on the grass and finished off the croquette, looking up at the clouds. That just sounds like such a long time. I felt Orlando lay down next to me, and could hear him bite into another croquette. It's a long time, yeah. So like, what's gonna happen? It's just how things go. I guess that at some point I'll be the last one standing out of our friends. Maybe? Oh, I didn't think that I snuck a peek at his expression, but he seemed fine. Isn't that just sad? A little. But my options are to let that get me down and stop me living my life, or just enjoying life where I can. He sighed, looking over to me. The worst of it is knowing that I'll likely be in the family business for as long as at least Dad lives. But how long that will be, what kind of person I will be. You'll be Orlando, won't you? What do you mean? Well, you're kind, funny, a great cook, you like watching anime, although not as much as Haas, and you're great at games to boot. I suppose. Oh, and gay. Very gay. That part is very important. He nudged me with an elbow and started snickering, rubbing his belly. Yeah, I don't think that's changing. Who knows? Maybe you can have a whole mafia of gay guys when you're in charge. That could be neat. What the hell? What makes you say that? I just remember the slogan, of Be Gay Do Cry. And that seems kind of funny. Makes the mafia seem less scary when you think about it that way. Orlando sat up, his laughing dying down quickly. Yeah, I guess so. What's wrong? The mafia is scary and dangerous, Dave. I hope you haven't forgotten that. I haven't. I'm just trying to help a little. Okay. As I sat up, I put my hand on his, and he almost jumped, looking at me with wide eyes. What? Sorry, The way he puffed out his cheeks and then and quickly looked away made me worry. Something's troubling you. I'm just trying to figure out if there's a way I can have my cake and eat it as well. What? So wait, you want? Are you literally saying that you want Dave's ass or what? Is he really alluding? Is he really like meaning that? But isn't cake really just made for eating? Oh my god, Dave, how can you be so oblivious? Jeez. Yeah. Dave, how are you oblivious about it? Oh my god, he wants you. Dave. That's not what I meant. Then what did you mean? I guess it's probably closer to having my treasure and spending it... What? Okay, now I don't get that one. What the hell you mean now by that? That is a weird analogy. Ah, okay. I think I understand. I tugged at the grass, tossing a few blades to the side, and looked up at the clouds again. Why was it that things like that, like this just didn't come up earlier? Can you blame me for not wanting to talk about it, think about it? That's true. It's still just... that it's happening a lot during this vacation, huh? And for that I'm sorry. Or at least the parts I've been involved in. There have been others? Oh, almost certainly. I've heard Haas and Tyson speaking quietly amongst themselves and shutting up when they noticed me nearby. Well, yeah, they're friends now. I mean, more than that. They looked like they were really getting into the real stuff. What the hell? I could tell just from Haas's expression. Wait, really now? Tyson! Of all people, what is going on in this house? Is everyone just being gay for each other now in this house? How many couples are we going to end up with by the end of by the end of this vacation? What, you're going to tell me that Roswell and Sal are going to get together as well? That would be a weird combo, to be honest. I wonder what they were talking about. It's really none of our business, is it? No, but I'm still curious. Dean and Sal also... Oh, okay, so it's Dean and Sal. Still a weird combo, though. Also have been going about the more serious stuff, too. The only difference there is that Sal pauses the conversation to see if I need anything, or sees if Dean is willing to discuss more later. Yeah, so more couples are forming in this mention. That is kind of funny. They're friends already, right? Yes, but... He sighed, shaking his head. Maybe it's that sense of finality that this vacation brings. Just the thought that if we don't say or even or do everything we've been holding back, then we won't get another chance. What about Roswell? Notice anything with him? Oh, let's see. Nothing comes to mind? Really, nothing. He's been around, sure, but that's about it. Might be worth checking in. Like, if everyone else is talking stuff, maybe he's just been left out. He might like that. Orlando stood up, bringing the plate up with him and taking the last croquette for himself, before wiping his hands off on his shorts and offering it out to me to help me out. Come on, let's go play some games until it's time for dinner. You're sure? Are you feeling better at least? Like I said before, nothing cheers people like fried potato. I guess so, but sure, I can play games. The two of us headed upstairs and Orlando booted up a game. At first something cooperative before we swap into something a little more competitive. It was fun, sort of, but I noticed something different in the time we were playing. At some point Orlando just stopped smiling. He didn't frown, just had a blank look on his face. And he was staring at the screen as if he was more interested in what was behind it instead. That is odd. At some point he flashed me a smile and said he had to go prepare dinner. I took that as my cue to return to my room and took a shower. After all, if I was going to go on a date, I may as well be fresh and clean. Well, no, it's simple and clean. I was about to do the joke. No, it's simple and clean, not fresh. Oh well. Not knowing what to expect was a little bit exciting, and I was ready for pretty much anything to happen. Maybe I took a little longer in the shower as a result, but I stepped out from the bathroom fresh. Hello? Anyone home? The faint knocks on my bedroom door almost made me jump, and I went over to open the door. Well, hey there. Hey, Dean. He reached out for my hand and I took his, finding it closing around mine. I've got a treat for you. Oh yeah? At least I hope so. Come on. As quickly as he showed up, he guided me forward with barely enough time to close the door to my room. Looking forward to this? I want Orlando. I want Orlando. I think so? Nervous? Something like that, yeah. Don't worry, I'm in the same boat. He approached the doorway to the dining room and stopped short, knocking lightly on the doorframe. Hello? Welcome. I have a reservation for two. Should be under Dean. Okay, they are Okay, that is cute and silly. Yes, I want the dragon as my meal. I don't care about the bear. Okay, I want Orlando. I want Orlando. I looked between the two of them, a goofy smile forming on my face from how dumb this was sounding. But something about it was sweet, and it made me chuckle all the same. Ah, yes. Right this way, gentlemen. That is very silly, and I love it. Orlando wandered into the dining room again with a spring in his step, and I felt Dean's hand squeeze mine gently. Ready to have dinner? We were taken to the far end of the room where 2 plates were set, close by to the kitchen where Orlando gestured for us to sit down. Dean hurried over and pulled out a chair for me, and I sat, holding on as he pushed me in quickly before sitting down himself. Oh, CG! Honestly, I didn't expect Dean to be... Like, in that CG, Dean looks handsome. Let's not lie there. Dean looks handsome here. So? A bit fancy, huh? Took a fair bit to get a reservation. But Dean, this is just, you know... Dave, just play along. Just play along. Oh, I know. But all things considered, I didn't do a bad job, huh? But what did it take to throw together? A few favors, nothing beyond that really. Plus picking the right time. You sure did pick a time. Well, it was either now or never, in my opinion. If not now, when? But with everything that's been going on, do you really think it's like a proper... Dave, stop. Just enjoy the moment. For frick's sake, stop. Stop worrying about things. Just have a good time already, okay? You deserve it. Okay, just enjoy the sweetness, okay? I do. Everyone needs a break from worrying about things. And something nice to break stuff up can just, I don't know, reset things? Yeah. I don't think I get it. Do you mean like make us start worrying all over again? No, more like unbottling all the worry, if only just for a little bit. Aw, that's cute. Before I could get a word out, Orlando came back out with some soup and sat in front of us. Oh, so he's also joining in. Okay. Pumpkin, likely to use up what we had carved from the big one in the big greenhouse. If Orlando is our waiter, weren't we meant to get menus or something? Not this time. I figured I'd let it be his call. He seems to know what you like, and I'm pretty easy to please. Polly? What? I'm not doing a Polly voice. Well, wait. The only Polly I know was the bird in Phoenix Wright. I'm getting confused now. You had no say for what we were eating at all? I may have picked something for dessert. Please. Oh, okay, I see. I'm just dumb. Okay. Don't mind me. Is it some... I've got a feeling that Dean is going to follow this up with something horny. That sounds like you absolutely did. What did you go with? Uh-huh. That ruined the surprise, wouldn't it? I looked down at the soup and gave it a taste. Orlando wasn't one to disappoint though. With what appeared to be some sort of white cheese crumbled over the top, and what seemed like almonds sprinkled over that. This is the fanciest pumpkin soup I think I've ever had. Don't worry, it won't cost you anything. All my treat tonight. He wheeled his eyebrows and shot him a look. The both of us chuckling before digging in. When we were done, not down, jeez, Orlando came back out and took the bowls away, saying our main courses weren't far off. He's not seriously running everything by himself in there, is he? Well, I don't think Sal would be helping all that much. Maybe washing dishes? What about Roswell and Haas? I feel bad kind of, being in here by ourselves. Nope, I asked them to this afternoon as part of the favors. They have dinner already squared away in there. I think Haas and Roswell were going to do something together tonight anyway. Like what? Didn't say. Honestly, I didn't really worry about it so much, given I just wanted to spend the time with you instead. Huh. Why, huh? Oh, it's a nice feeling, that's all. Well, good. That was the plan anyway. Then the main course came out, and I caught Orlando giving me a wink as he set the food down in front of us. I wasn't sure what he was signaling, but everything looked great. Nothing beats fresh pasta, huh? We're not going to do it like the dog. Wait, what? The dogs? What dogs? I know what he's. I know what he's pointing at, but what dogs? Wait, what? Same reaction. With the pasta in the mouths and whatever. Oh, no, not this time. It might be a little messier than what I was expecting. Plus, we still have dessert to get to. Huh. I don't know which Disney movie, though. Surely it's not Zootopia, right? I don't remember a scene from Zootopia being like that. Probably a good idea, yeah. Before I forget, here. He placed down in front of me a small wood carving. I set my fork down immediately to have a look at it. The Lady in the Tramp. I've never heard of that one. That's news to me. It's a hyena. Well, I tried anyway. Glad to know you could recognize it. Wait, can we no, okay. The CG doesn't have the figurine on. It's mostly the teeth, although I think I'm just a special case. Alright, I'll check that after stream. Special in what way? I think it's mostly my family that has the pronounced teeth. I've seen it in others, but I don't think it's like a thing that hyenas need. Still think it's cute though. I chuckled as I turned the carving over in my hand. But this is cool. I like this. Then I'm glad. Pretty happy with how it came out, although I was a little rushed. My stomach felt full and warm, and as the meal had been progressing, I found myself just being content in the moment. It was nice, and I found myself all the more thankful that Dean had decided to put all of this together. And here's dessert. Enjoy. Cake. Oh no, it's a pie. Well, close enough. Pie and cake. I feel like they are pretty similar. Both of them are great. God, talking about pies makes me think that I miss sugar pies. Sugar pies are great, but it's been like forever since I've had them last. But I love sugar pie. I looked down at the slice of pie in front of me. It smelled tangy and sweet, delicate but inviting all the while. Also, Dean seems a bit stressed out. Lemon pie! Not just any lemon meringue pie. What's wrong? Nothing. At least I don't think so. Just wondering something. What? Like what? I'd gone ahead and tucked into my dessert, finding the flavors in my mouth making me smile. I asked for pie, but I didn't expect this kind of pie. Do you not like it? It's not that. Just someone used to make pie like this for me back in school is all. Someone special? You could say that, yeah. I guess an ex-boyfriend or of sorts, but Dean took his fork to the pie and closed his eyes briefly, putting it into his mouth. What I didn't expect was a frown to form after. Does yours not taste good? I'm just a little worried as to where Orlando got this recipe from. Maybe it's just been so long that I'm imagining things, but still. Wait. Is it possible that Dean and Orlando were together at some point? Wait. I've got a feeling. What's going on between these two? Could always ask him. True. As if on cue, Orlando reappeared to check on things. Why did the CG disappeared? No! Was everything alright? Can I get you to anything else? Dean was wondering where the recipe for the pie came from. Oh, sorry, but that's a closely guarded secret. Was gifted that by my coach. Oh. Ah, right. Well, alright. Besides, no offense, but I don't think you would be able to pull off this recipe anyway. What makes you say that? Wait, what? What? Why do I have a feeling that, like, there's a secret ingredient in this pie? Also, wait, that was not me skipping the dialogue. That was, like, skipped automatically. What makes you say that? Well, what was it that Remy said again? Something about... Did you just... Oh no, they are going to fight. What? I hadn't gotten to say anything yet. No, before that, you said Rami. Ah yeah, Watanuki-senpai taught me this recipe, taught me a few others, but figured I'd bust this one out given he said that he tested it with bears before. Oh. Oh. I see. Huh. Interesting development. Intriguing. I looked between Dean and Orlando, slowly piecing it together. Granted, bears always seem to have a touchy subject with him. Ever since what his ex did to him, he always found it kinda tough to talk about. Had me promise I wouldn't let a bear break my heart too. Ha! Did Dean do anything to Watanuki? The guilt on Dean's face was all too clear, and he shrank in his chair. But it's a good recipe. At least I think so. I think the pie is good, yeah? What's gotten into you, Dean? You're the one that asked for pie. I didn't think you'd make his pie, though. I watched as Dean and Orlando stared at each other, eyes wide. One looked panicked, the other slowly piecing things together as I continued to enjoy my pie. Wait. You... Oh no. Are they going to fight? No! Don't fight! Dune threw his hands up. Me? You and Rami? Seriously? This might be a bad time, but can I have some more Dave is gonna be completely ignored here. Orlando slid what pie was left on Dean's plate over to me and stared at Dean down. Dave, this is not the time for it. It's like, guys are starting to fight. Excuse me, guys, can I get more pie? My god. Oh my god. I was a little worried when Dave said that he had, when Dave said that he had a bear show interest in him, but now it makes all sense. What makes sense? You and I are going to have a long talk after this, Dean. A long talk. Holy shit. Things are going to happen. Oh no. What did I do? You know what you did to that Tanuki. If you think I'm going to let you do the same thing to Dave, you've got another thing coming. But that was... how long ago? What? Like, Dean hasn't done anything bad to me so far, so... How long would it have been? Can we talk about Rami later? I didn't think I didn't know you two knew each other too, but okay, fine. Let me go get you a new piece of pie too. Sorry about that. What for? Sounds like I should be apologizing for being there for that. It's alright. Probably better that it's out in the open now anyway. What is going on here? It was supposed to be sweet, but then... oh no, drama. Orlando returned with another piece of pie, but gave Dean a wary look. The rest of the dessert was spent quietly before Dean rose from his chair and looked out the window. I got up and saw Orlando come to clear the plates away. He gestured for me to go to Dean while he cleaned up. Dean took me by the hand and led me outside. That is dangerous? Closing the door behind us, he took me by the hand to the stairs at the end of the deck and sat down, bringing me with him. This is nice. I looked across to Dean, who was looking up at the sky, dusk slowly shifting into night as more stars came into view. But his smile slowly faded, so that instead he just looked like he was thinking hard about something. Dean? What's up? Nothing. I think you were just zoning out a little. Ah, right. He played with his hands briefly, looking away. Did you have a good time tonight? What? Of course I did. The dinner was great, and I have this too. I pulled out the small figurine that he'd given me from my pocket, holding it at eye level. What wasn't there to like? Right. Good. But his tone hinted that things weren't good and he was just being polite. What's wrong? I'm going to sound like a jerk for this. Oh? I had a great time, honest. But something just didn't spark. I assumed it would, I assumed it would like last time, but nothing. I blinked, unsure of what to make of it. Immediately I started to wonder if I did something wrong, or said something to upset him, but he continued. I mean, do I think you're cute? Yes. Do I like you a lot? A whole lot? Absolutely. He looked at me, looking ashamed. I think I like you too much for the wrong reasons. I think I love you, but not romantically. Not anymore anyway. Okay, I mean, it's fine we get dumped. I mean, I wanted Orlando anyways. I never really wanted Dean. I want Orlando. I frowned, not out of anger, but confusion. The feeling in my chest made me feel like I was hurting, but I couldn't place how or why specifically. I'm so sorry, Dave. This sucks. No, it doesn't. You get the dragon now. You're fine. You can get the dragon now. I started to chuckle, feeling my eyes starting to water. I couldn't tell if they were tired or from being tired. Wait, what? Tired from being tired, or from being genuinely upset, but I was laughing all the same. This really sucks, Dean. I know that I'm screwing this up. I made that mistake once already with Rami, and I don't want to go and do wrong by someone else I care about. But what about my feelings? Why don't I get a say? Why can't we try and make it work already? Dave, you're lying to yourself. You're lying to yourself. You know that you love Orlando. Stop lying to yourself. You know that you love Orlando. He seemed a little stunned at my question, looking me over, trying to figure something out. What if I love you? What then? You don't. You love Orlando. I'm sorry, but I... As he fumbled over his words, I felt angry, scared, and betrayed. Not from just Dean, but myself, and I think that was making it worse. Close your eyes, Dave. The single comment shook me out of my building distress, and I looked at him confused. Huh? Why? Just do it, please. It was reluctant, but I did it anyway. Okay, good. No, good. Okay, now take a deep breath, and I want you to think about something. What? Now really think about this. When you close your eyes and think about the person you like the most, who is it? Orlando! It's Orlando! Come on, Dave. Say it. Fucking say it. Say Orlando. It's, No. Don't need to tell me. We're getting... Come on, I want the relationship with Orlando. I felt Dean put his hand on my face, and I trembled as I felt him get closer. His muzzle slowly pressed against mine. Soft and warm at first, only getting warmer as I opened my mouth. But something felt strange. Different, maybe. Despite what he just told me, despite that he was kissing me right now, I could have sworn I was kissing someone else, which is Orlando. He pulled away slowly, resting his hands in his lap. Well, what? You tell me. You didn't kiss me back for someone who was keen on, you know. Oh, can we have a do-over? Nope. If you really want to, but I don't think that's a good idea. I slumped, looking down at the spot between my feet. I don't. Did I do something wrong? Of course you didn't. Things just didn't click, that's all. But after so long of us, doing this is how it ends? I wouldn't say that it ends. We're still friends, aren't we? I don't know. What? Well, whatever you decide, we can deal with it when you're sure. Scratching my neck, I wasn't sure what to say or do, or at this point, what to even feel. The kiss felt nice, but not exactly right. Something was missing. Maybe that's exactly what Dean meant when there wasn't a spark. But what did it all mean? There was only one person now that I knew might know, and I didn't know if it would be appropriate to leave now to ask. Are you doing okay? I'm just not sure is all. This hasn't happened before. It's new. Don't rush yourself. Just take it one step at a time. I think I want to talk to Orlando. Ask what he thinks. Yes, talk to your boyfriend, Orlando. Well, they are not boyfriends yet, but we're gonna make it. Probably not a bad idea. You want me to come with, or would you like to talk to him alone? Alone, I think. What are you going to do? Probably go find Sal. Let him know how it went, so there's less people to fill in later. Yeah, okay. Dean stood up, offering out a hand, but I got up without taking it. He shifted back, giving me some space before flashing me a quick smile. Well, again, thanks again for tonight, and sorry it didn't work out, Dave. Yeah, me too. Thanks, Dean. Did you want a hug? No, I'm good. I'll see you around. Dean looked me over before giving me a single nod. Then he was gone, wandering inside and closing the door quietly behind him. Turning away from the door, I looked out to the forest, then up at the evening sky, pointing to no one in particular. A few minutes passed before I wandered back inside, heading through the dining room to the last place I saw Orlando. There wasn't any indication things had changed from when Dean and I got up from the table, and I wondered for a moment if he'd move on. No! No! He's crying! No! Help him out, Dave! No, today is drama day, I feel like. Oh god. When I wandered into the kitchen, Orlando was there crying, hands shaking as he struggled to shovel the ice cream in front of him into his mouth. Orlando? He flinched but said nothing, trembling as I came to stand next to him, unsure. The moment he couldn't play off he hadn't heard me, he quickly got up, wiping his eyes and flashing me a quick smile. Dave, what are you doing here? Before that, are you okay? Me? Yeah, I'm fine. What happened with Dean? I thought you'd be, about that, I chuckled, the smile fading from my face soon after. It didn't spark? Or that's what he said anyway. That he was meant to feel something, but but didn't, and that was it, really. Oh, I'm sorry. Are you okay? What about you? You're the one crying. I'm not. You're lying, Orlando. I gave him a look before he broke down again, sobbing. It's not fair. It's just not fair, Dave. What's not fair? Why did I agree to help him take you on a date? Why did I try so hard to push you two together when all along... He trailed off, unable to finish between his hiccups. When all along you, I didn't want to put words into in his mouth, but I got his meaning pretty loud and clear. You want Dave. All this fussing about what's going to happen after this vacation was helping me push things down, but now it just sucks. It does, yeah. Dave, I'm so sorry. You have nothing to apologize for, Orlando. I mean it. He took one of my hands in his and looked me in the eye. as best as he could anyway, while wiping away tears. I'm sorry that I didn't tell you sooner, or clearer, that I love you this much. Yeah, well... Come on! Make out! I gestured with my free hand, now how he'd done earlier, when we were standing in the same room. Gay problems, right? God, that was so dumb. Okay, that is a bit silly. It sums it up nicely enough, though. It's very much a gay problem, huh? Yeah, gay problems. He laughed, shaking his head. Sorry. Don't be sorry, Orlando. I have gay problems of my own. Can I help them with them at all? Orlando, you are my gay... Come on! Come on! Come on! Let's make it happen! Come on! I love you too. What? I love you too, Orlando. But I don't know, like, what's meant to happen next, but this feels right. This feels different. Better than what it was between me and Dean. Just so we're clear, I love you more than a friend does. I look at you and my heart gets warm and fuzzy and like... I know. Okay, good. I reached over and tried to wipe what tears were left on his cheek, and he just laughed. I'll be okay, but what did you want to happen now? Hug! Kiss! Anything like that, or both. Hug and kiss. Honestly, I don't know. Is there anything you wanted to do? Can I... Yes! Finally! Can I kiss you? Properly, I mean. Yeah, I think I'd like that. Come on, let's fucking do it. He leaned in carefully and worked my mouth open over with his tongue. He was gentle, warm, and held me tight as if he was afraid that I'd suddenly leave. What? Reddit? Pulling back for just a second to make sure I was still there. He pulled me in for a second kiss, and I tried to my best to mimic what he was doing to me. I felt my inexperience was showing, but let him take the lead. We broke away slowly, his nose resting on mine, and I could feel the rumbling through his body as he just held me close. But that wasn't to say that he didn't sneak one last peck in. Aww. He pulled away again, giggling to himself and lightly bouncing on his feet. Aww. I'm so happy right now. Yeah? You have no idea. He put his hands on my sides and lifted me up a little before setting me down. That is cute. I have you. I finally can call you mine. Yeah. Once again, he lifted me up again and hugged me tight around against his front, keeping my feet barely off the floor. Orlando, put me down. No, you're going to be held by the dragon, and you're going to like it, Dave. It was accompanied with laughter, and he laughed alongside me before kissing me quickly again on the muzzle. Come on, you. Let's go upstairs. What's upstairs? What about the dishes? Indeed, the dishes can screw itself up. There's more important things going on right now. Fuck the dishes. How flatly he'd spoken caught me off guard, and I felt his hand take mine again. Fuck the dishes, I guess. I feel like it's gonna... I kind of want to just just shift screens just to make sure I don't... I mean, even though the creator of the VN said that there is no lewd scenes except for Dean's route, where it's going currently is it kind of worries me. So I'm just going to take a safety measure. I hope y'all don't mind. Okay, no, this what can I do? I mean, I guess I could pull out this screen, but I mean, I'm still going to read, but I'm just worried. I can just remove this briefly. I just want to make sure that I'm just going to read it through, okay? Trust me on this. It felt like we were doing something forbidden, scurrying off to Orlando's room, much like we'd just gotten back home after picking up a new game. He was giddy, his tails barely clearing the door before snapping it shut once we were both inside. Then off came his shirt, and once more I felt his hands on my body. Yep. God, there's so many things that I've wanted to do and try, and now... His smile quickly faded and as he noticed his hands ready to grab me again. Am I going too fast? A little? Sorry, guess I'm just excited. Not nervous? Nervous was leading up to this point. But I'm guessing this is maybe a bit much. Also, I think you can still hear... Yeah, you can still hear me and the game, so it should be fine. I'm guessing this is a bit too much. Honestly, I don't know. You've done all this stuff before. I haven't. And it's exciting. Should we stop? No! Well, I took my shirt off and threw it to the floor, grinning with my hands on my hips. Oh god. Maybe we can try a few things. Oh. I mean, the screen just faded to black, but I think they are going to do something. Orlando had me quickly in his arms again, and soon enough we'd made our way over to the bed. He dotted on me. And handled me with such care as if I was a precious gem or that I'd break at any moment. Still, above all else, I felt loved. And with his hand in mine, we spent an intimate time together. Out of breath, we lay side by side on the bed. The dumb smile on Orlando's face was only rivaled by mine, and didn't fade for a moment. Okay, so I think they just did it. I think they did it, but I didn't saw anything, sadly. That was amazing. Yeah, that was great. He rolled over to face me. I'm just keeping it on this screen still, just to make sure that I don't get any nasty surprises later. Over to face me, cupping my cheek and kissing me again sweetly. You're probably going to want to have another shower before bed. I'm just sorry that I'm making you have a second one. It's worth it, I promise. You know, it does make me wonder if, what? If we should tell Dean where things ended up? Oh, right. I don't know. Maybe? For what it's worth, I think it's the right thing to do. So you can go clean up and you can go fill him in, and I'll clean up when you're done. What about after? Well, I see no reason why this can't be our room now, right? Are we going to share a room together? Oh my god, yes! Okay, now I think it's safe to show the screen again. We're sharing room with Orlando. Oh my god, that's amazing. After I'd cleaned up, I'd wandered downstairs to give Orlando the shower to clean himself up. Apparently, while the option to shower together was there, that would be also something. He figured that that could be something to do another night, and there was no need to do everything in all in one go. That's fair. But wait, what? Is it an error or not? That's fair, I suppose. Oh, never mind. I followed Saul's voice out to the backyard, and the two of them looked up as they noticed the door move. Dave, everything alright? Yeah, things are good, I guess. Did you need us for something? No, just wanted to check how Dean was doing, really. Plus, I have news, I guess. I've just been talking to Saul about it, so things are going alright. How are you holding up, Dave? Good, I think. That's good. Where does this leave the two of you in general, however? I think Dean and I are good, maybe. I'd say so. We'll be tender for a few days on both sides, I imagine, but I think we'll be alright. That's actually another thing. I spoke to Orlando and, we fucked. Did he finally tell you he loves you? I'm sorry, what? He did, yeah. Then good. I'm glad things worked out. Or that you two are giving it a go, maybe. We haven't had that talk yet, but soon, probably. Then I'm glad, I think. Dean must be very conflicted. It's just like, so I dumped Dave, but then he gets on with Orlando right away. I think there might be some bit of jealousy. Just make sure you two talk. Orlando needs it about as much as you do, I think. I will. We will, I mean. Heading back upstairs to do that now? Yeah, I think so. Dean and I will stay here then, and see you in the morning perhaps. I'm not going to go avoiding Dave, Sal. I know, but if Dave wants to sleep in and get up after lunch, there's nothing wrong with that. I chuckled, backing up to the door slowly, gaining the impression the conversation was basically over. Guess we'll see in the morning, huh? Good night. By the time I got back into the bedroom, Orlando wasn't there. Or at least that's what I assumed at first before hearing the shower going. I sat down on the bed and waited, ears perking up when I heard the water shut off. You're back! And you put on underwear? Well, I'd call it a habit, which is only partially true. It was mostly in case I had to go looking for you. He joined me on the bed and put an arm around my shoulder. But you're back! How did it go? Fine enough. Sal was there, was talking to him, and he's, asked if you'd finally confess your feelings. He did he? Last time I tell him anything. Nah. Still, they were happy for us. Or did they say something? It's not that. More, what happens between us now? Are we dating? Boyfriends? How's that going to work out come the end of the month? Orlando sighed, slumping. I don't know. I really don't. Part of me just wants to just not worry about it. But we should probably should talk things through, huh? We could save it for another time if you don't want to do it now. No, we should talk about it now, so we're on the same page. Alright, where do we start? I would like to consider us boyfriends, actively in a relationship now. We've been friends for years, so we know each other pretty well. Not perfectly, but we can figure stuff out as we go along, right? I guess that works. But what about the complicated stuff, like sex and whatever? What do you mean sex is complicated? What? I mean, like, are there rules? Outside of what we just did. I have basically nothing as far as experience, and you have a lot more. Does that bother you? If I'm being honest, maybe a little. I don't want you to get bored of me if I can't keep up or if I can't, perform. You're a dork. Valid concerns, but you're a dork. Oh my god. That line. That is funny as hell. Careful, you're going to start sounding like Tyson if you keep that up. Oh, what I meant is, like, you're overthinking it. All things considered, I see it as a bit of fun, but we can set boundaries for sure. What sort of boundaries? You know, if you ever wanted to try something, we could talk about it first and see what we're both comfortable with. Including maybe involving someone else, okay? Huh. They're getting very spicy now. Wait, you'd want to... with other people? Not if you weren't comfortable with it. It'd functionally be the same as using any numbers of toys anyway. For what it's worth, I'm very much... maybe just wanted to stick to one person. You, I mean. Don't worry, I got that loud and clear. And then, after the month is up... that's where things get complicated for sure, yeah. Any ideas come to mind immediately? Can't say I do. Well, that's a lie, but none of them are good. How bad are we talking? We could run away. Just the two of us, somewhere else where no one knows about. But that involved leaving everyone behind. Mom, Tyson, our friends. That's a bit extreme. Anything to get away from my father, though. Otherwise, he's going to try roping me into the family business, and you along with it, or something else. I felt his hand flex on my shoulder and watched as his jaw clenched. He was worried. I knew where his mind was at. What if we asked the others for suggestions? Everyone knows what the deal is with your family now, so maybe they could have an idea of what to do. Yeah, it's worth asking. Maybe not right now, but sometime soon, yeah? He yawned, standing from the bed looking me over. I still don't believe it, that all this has just turned out the way it has. I'm really glad. It feels strange, but in a good way, I think. Is it bad that I don't want to go to do the dishes after dinner? I mean, you said it yourself. Fuck the dishes. Completely understandable, though. How about we do them together? Orlando was already getting dressed the moment I opened my mouth, and he shook his head. I made the mess, so I'll clean it up. It'd be unfair for Benson to be cleaning up after that mess, even as a butler. Then I'll come give you some help. Better idea. You can keep the bed warm for me so I have something nice to return to. That shouldn't be too long. If you fall asleep, don't worry yourself over it. I'm not even that tired. You say that now, but trust me, you might find yourself passing out after such an eventful night. Came back over and pecked me quickly on the cheek before scurrying off to the door. Get comfortable, I won't be long. And so he left. Oh, okay. I stripped down in bed, breathing out and getting comfortable. It felt surreal how fast things had gone. How now, after so long, it was just there. At first, it was a date with Dean, then finding out it didn't work, then being with Orlando. My head felt funny with it all. But it was a nice feeling all the same. Maybe it was just it just needed to sink in. Maybe I just needed to talk to Orlando about it more with so much unknown about our future. I caught myself yawning and sinking into one of the pillows, eyes on the door awaiting Orlando's return. But soon enough, I felt myself drifting off to sleep, expecting myself to wake back up the moment he got back. Oh. I think... I know, it's going to be a cliffhanger, but I don't fucking care. I think with that, I'm going to call this here for today. Yeah, I think next episode we're going to have a death. But hey, this stream was really sweet. Orlando finally got with us. Finally, after all all that time, we finally got Orlando. Anyways, without any further ado, I hope you enjoyed and see you guys next time. Take care.